Among the many curiosities of this distant world, one particular mystery has confounded scientists since its discovery in 2014. The enigmatic Magic Islands. These floating oddities, first observed by the Cassini-Huygens spacecraft, left experts scratching their heads. Initial theories swirled around, suggesting they might be caused by waves in Titan's methane or ethane lakes. Some even speculated they could be chains of bubbles, fizzing up from materials beneath the liquid bodies. However, none of these explanations quite fit the puzzle. But fear not, for recent research has shed new light on this intriguing conundrum. A team led by Jinting Yu from the University of Texas San Antonio's Department of Physics and Astronomy has provided a fascinating new perspective. Join us as we unravel the story of the floating Magic Islands on Saturn's moon Titan. Our journey begins in 2014 with the Cassini-Huygens spacecraft. A marvel of human innovation, the spacecraft served as the eyes of the Earth, capturing the first glimpses of the enigmatic Magic Islands on Saturn's moon Titan. Named for their sudden appearance and disappearance on Titan's methane and ethane lakes, these Magic Islands left scientists scratching their heads. What could possibly cause these islands to appear and vanish like apparitions? Initial theories were as intriguing as the phenomenon itself. Some scientists postulated that these islands were the result of waves in Titan's methane or ethane lakes. Just as we see waves forming and disappearing on our oceans here on Earth, it was thought that similar processes might be at play on Titan. Others suggested a different explanation. They proposed that chains of bubbles could be responsible for the formation of these magic islands. Picture a fizzy drink, a soda perhaps. As you open the bottle, you see bubbles rising to the surface, forming a frothy layer that disappears after a while. It was thought that something similar might be occurring in the lakes of Titan, with chains of bubbles forming these islands and then disappearing as the bubbles burst. These theories, while fascinating, were based on our understanding of similar phenomena here on Earth. But Titan is not Earth. Its unique conditions and the complex chemistry of its atmosphere and lakes mean that earthly explanations may not always apply. And indeed, while these theories provided potential explanations, none of them could fully account for the observations made by the Cassini-Huygens spacecraft. The mystery of the Magic Islands persisted, taunting the scientific community with its elusive nature. However, none of these theories truly satisfied the curiosity of the scientists. The Magic Islands of Titan remained a riddle, a puzzle waiting to be solved. Enter Jinting Yu and his team from the University of Texas San Antonio's Department of Physics and Astronomy. These ambitious explorers of the cosmos have taken a step further into the mysteries of Titan, Saturn's moon. They've been working on a new theory that has stirred up the scientific community. Their research suggests a rather fascinating explanation for the floating magic islands on Titan. Instead of waves or fizzing materials, the team theorizes that these islands are actually clumps of porous, frozen organic solids, a bit like honeycomb, if you will. So how does this happen? Well, complex organic molecules in Titan's atmosphere stick together, freeze, and then snow onto the moon's surface. Yes, you heard it right, they snow onto the surface. This is not your typical winter wonderland, though. These clumps of snow don't just settle on the ground, they also snow into Titan's rivers and lakes of methane and ethane. Now, here's the magic part. These snow clumps float on the liquid bodies. They stay afloat until methane or ethane seeps into them, filling up the voids. Once filled, they sink, much like how sheets of ice break away from glaciers on Earth and float into the seas before eventually sinking. This process also explains another curious feature of Titan. Have you ever wondered why the moon's liquid bodies have smooth surfaces with small waves? It turns out these bodies are coated by a floating blanket of these frozen solids. This coating dampens the waves, giving the lakes and rivers their serene appearance. The work of Jinting Yu and his team has offered a new perspective on the enigmatic Magic Islands of Titan. Their research has provided a more plausible explanation for the formation of these islands, adding another piece to the puzzle of this fascinating moon. This research provided a more plausible explanation for the formation of the Magic Islands. This research not only solved a mystery but also revealed new information about Titan's environment. By deciphering the enigma of the floating Magic Islands, this study has shed light on the intricate dance of organic molecules in Titan's atmosphere. When these complex molecules clump together, they freeze, forming porous structures akin to honeycombs. This snow then descends onto Titan's surface and into the lakes and rivers of methane and ethane, giving birth to the floating islands we've been so curious about. But these islands don't float indefinitely. Methane and ethane, the very substances composing the lakes and rivers, seep into the voids of these frozen organic solids. Like water infiltrating a sponge, these gases fill the gaps and increase the density of the snow clumps, causing them to sink. This process is strikingly similar to how sheets of ice break away from glaciers on Earth, floating into the seas, only to eventually melt and merge with the water. And there's more to this story. The research has also given us insight into why the liquid bodies on Titan have such smooth surfaces with small waves. These bodies are not bare expanses of methane and ethane. Instead, they are draped in a floating blanket of frozen solids, minimizing wave action and creating a deceptively serene landscape. This knowledge paints a fuller picture of Titan's environment. It's a place where organic molecules dance in the atmosphere, where frozen snow can float and then sink, and where serene lakes are not as tranquil as they appear. The discovery of these processes on Titan, a moon millions of miles away, underscores how much we have yet to learn about our own solar system. It challenges us to question what we think we know and to continue to explore, to seek out the mysteries that are waiting to be unraveled. This research has provided fascinating insights into the complex processes occurring on Titan. So what have we learned from this journey to Saturn's moon, Titan? We have learned that the universe never ceases to amaze us with its infinite wonders and mysteries. The floating magic islands on Titan, initially observed in 2014 by the Cassini-Huygens spacecraft, have been a puzzle for scientists for quite some time. Theories abounded, with some suggesting waves in Titan's methane or ethane lakes, others proposing chains of bubbles fizzing beneath the liquid bodies. However, it was the tireless pursuit of knowledge and the relentless spirit of exploration that led to a more definitive answer. Researchers, led by Xinting Yu from the University of Texas San Antonio's Department of Physics and Astronomy, have posited that these islands are clumps of frozen organic solids, formed when complex organic molecules in Titan's atmosphere clump together and freeze. This discovery is not just about understanding the nature of these curious islands, but it's also about how similar processes may occur here on Earth. Just as sheets of ice break away from glaciers and float into seas, these frozen organic solids float on Titan's liquid bodies until they are infiltrated by methane or ethane and eventually sink. But why does this matter? Because it tells us that the processes that shape our world are not confined to our planet alone. It underlines the importance of continuous exploration and research in understanding the intricacies of the universe. Every discovery, every solved mystery, brings us one step closer to comprehending our place in this vast cosmos. This journey to Saturn's moon, Titan, has reminded us that the universe is full of mysteries waiting to be solved.